As the court pleases, my lord. Morning, Mr. Makosonke Zungu.
Sabingelela. Yebo. Morning, sir.
Now, throughout my interaction with you, I will refer to you either as Makosonke or Makosonke Zungu because already we have two other Zungus that have testified. So if I say that, I mean no disrespect to you, but I want the record to be clear which Zungu are we dealing with at the moment.
Ngaso sonke ke isikhathi njengoba ngizobe ke ngikhulumisana nawe ke noma ngixoxa nawe ke ngizokubiza ngithi Makosonke noma ngithi Makosonke Zungu isizathu sokuthi ngikwenzeke lokho ingoba sebebabili ke ozungu esebezileke bethula ubufakazi babo la phambi kwale nkantolo ngikwenzela lokho hayi ngoba ngikudelela noma ngingakuhloniphi kodwa ngenzela ke ukuthi ke kucaca ukuthi ke ngikhuluma ngabani. Okay.
Now, yesterday during your interaction with Advocate Munisi, you testified that by 2014 you had not met Mr. Mafika Ntanzi yet. Is that correct?
Izolo ke ngaso sonke isikhathi ukhuluma naye ke uadvocate Mnisi ushilo ukuthi ke ngo2014 wawungekahlangani noMafika Ntanzi. Yebo kunjani? Yes, that's correct.
You had never seen Mr. Mafika Ntanzi by 2014 at any time during 2014, correct?
Wawungekaze nje umbone uMafika Ntanzi nangasiphi isikhathi ngo2014. Kunjani? That's correct.
And that you did not know who Mr. Ntanzi was for the entire duration of 2014, correct?
Nokuthi ke wawungamazi ukuthi ubani uMafika Ntanzi ngaso sonke isikhathi bese sika 2014.
Okay, ngicela ukulungisa lapho.
May I rectify that?
Angithi bengimazi ngokwengoma, ngidlala ingoma.
Yes.
Then but since bese ngingasekho mina eCarltonville, sengise Rustenburg vele bese ngasabonana.
Because because I had known him through the traditional dance, but because now I was no longer in Carltonville, but I was now in Rustenburg, and at that time there was now no gatherings or the traditional dance gatherings.
Let us clarify that further, Mr. Makosonke. When you say you had known him, do you mean that by 2014 you met Mr. Ntanzi during the traditional Zulu dance competitions?
Uma uthi ke ubumazi ke usho ukuthi ngaye u2014 uhlangene naye noma ubusuhlangene naye kuyona ingoma ngo2014. I think you are misunderstanding me.
Because my question was, during the year 2014, you had not seen Mr. Mafika Ntanzi.
Umbuzo wami kuwena ubuthi ngo2014 ubungekamboni noma ubungekazi umbone uMafika Ntanzi ngo2014.
Oh, ngo2014 akaze ngadibana uNtanzi, akaze futhi ngambona ngo2014.
In 2014 I never met Ntanzi, I never came across Ntanzi.
And if I understand your interaction with Advocate Munisi correctly, when you say in 2014, I did not know, meet, interact with Mr. Ntanzi, that means therefore the following.
Uma ubuthi ke kuyena ke Advocate Mnisi ukuthi ke ngo2014 ngaze ngihlangane bekhona okungihlanganisayo naye uMafika Ntanzi lokho kusho lokho kulandelayo.
That you could not have been with him on the 26th of October 2014 at Basotho Hostel as you did not know him by then.
Ukuthi ke wangeke kwenzeke noma wangeke ube naye eBasotho Hostel nge26 zika October 2014 ngoba wawungamazi noma wawungazani naye.
Nge26 October akaze ngadibana noMafika Ntanzi.
On the 26th of October I never met Mafika Ntanzi.
And at any time prior to 2014, 2014 itself, 2015, 2016, 17, have you ever been at Basotho Hostel at Gwabini's place where Mr. Ntanzi was present?
Ngaphambi ko-2014, ngo-2014, u-2015, u-16, u-17, ukuyalena-ke, ingaba wawundawonye yini kwaGwabini la uMafika Ntanzi wayekhona naye?
Akaze kwenzeka mina noMafika Ntanzi noGwabini sabandawonye even a single day.
It has never happened that myself, Mafika Ntanzi and Gwabini were together at the same place, not even a single day.
Now, you've also testified that, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, that at some stage you worked at Western area. Is that correct?
Ushilo ukuthi kunesikhathi la khona osebenza eWestern area.
Yebo noma ngathi ngiphazamile amathi eCarltonville bengisebenza eWestern area kahle kahle mina eKloof got mine.
Yes, although I might have made a mistake by saying Carltonville, but I was working at Western area, gold mine, at the Kloof.
And what year would that be?
Ngawuphi nyaka?
Ngiqale 2002
I started there in 2002.
ngaresign in 2008.
I resigned in 2008.
And you testified that at the time, Mafika Ntanzi was also working at Carltonville. You remember that?
Ushilo ngaleso sikhathi leso Mafika Ntanzi naye wayesebenza eCarltonville.
Yes, must be senze eCarltonville eDriefontein.
Yes, Mafika was working in Carltonville at Driefontein.
And these two places, Western area, Carltonville, are they in the same geographical area?
Indawo lezi ke ezimbili iCarltonville neWestern area ungathi zikwindawo eyodwa.
No, iCarltonville ngathi wela eNorthwest iWestern area wela eWest Rand eGauteng.
I think Carltonville is under Northwest and Western area is Western area?
It's under iWest Rand yeah.
West Rand in Gauteng, yes.
But are they far from each other geographically?
Kodwa ke ingabe indawo eyiqhelelene, eyiqhelene.
Zona iqhelelene but not that much.
Yes, they are distance apart but not that much.
And whilst you were working at Western area, and Mr. Mafika Ntanzi was working in Carltonville, did you know him by then?
Ngalesikhathi wena usebenza eWestern area, Mafika Ntanzi esebenza eCarltonville. Wawumazi ngaleso sikhathi leso?
Ngingasho ukuthi bengingamazi because bengakazi saba ne close ukukhuluma close besibonana ngokuba ama group kusho ukuthi khona ubani lapha na ukumbona umuntu elapha egroupini yakhe na use groupini yakho.
It was never at a close range or whether we had a close encounter, but you were just aware that there's so and so in that group and you had your own group.
Okay, all right, I get you. Now, you've covered this one, sorry. Now, at these groups, like you are saying, that he was in a different dance group, you were in a different dance group, and you'll know that there's this person in that group, I'll be in this group. You were never introduced. Is that what you are saying?
Nanjengoba usho ukuthi ebeba segroupini yakhe usegroupini yakho uyazi ukuthi kunobani kule group kodwa anikaze ni introduce noma ni introduce.
Cha, azange kwenzeke.
No, it never happened.
Okay. Now, yesterday you were asked by my learned colleague, Advocate Minisi, whether you know Constable Zungu. Remember that?
Izolo ke ubuziwe uyena Advocate Mnisi ukuthi uyamazi yini uConstable Zungu. Yakhumbula?
Yebo ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I remember.
Is there any familial or blood relationship between yourself and Constable Zungu?
Kukhona yini ke ukuhlobana ke phakathi kwakho naye uConstable Zungu?
Yebo.
Yes.
Can you explain how that familial relationship?
Sicela sichaze.
Futhi ngokwemndeni siyi generation A1 yesibongo esi1.
Family wise, we are the same generations of the same generation of the same surname, yebo?
Yes.
And how is the closeness of your family, where you are born, and the family of Constable Zungu, whose father is Ntantlezi Absalom Zungu? how close are these families? Your family and Constable Zungu's family.
Manje ke ama-family la amabili ke noma imindeni lela emibili ke isondele kangakanani, close kangakanani ifamily yakho kanye nefamily yakhe ke uZungu kababa uNhlahlezi ekubaba wakhe.
Njoba ngisho kuba nezinto ezikhona ukuthi ziwudibanisa umndeni wonke. Like umkhulu ezi umuntu uye othetha idlozi lasekhaya. So uyakhona ukuhambela yonke imindeni yena.
There are certain things that would bring the families together, like now the grandfather or the grandpa, as I'm referring to him, umkhulu, as he's now the head of the family, the one that leads the family. He's the one that would then be going around to all the families.
Okay, thank you. And you were also asked whether you know Constable, Mr. Sifiso Gwabeni Zungu. Remember that?
Ubuziwe nokuthi futhi ke uyamazi yini uSifiso Gwabeni Zungu, uyakhumbula?
Yep.
Yes.
Now regarding that as well, is there any familial relationship between you and Mr. Sifiso Gwabeni Zungu?
Nalapho ke ingaba khona yini ukuhlobana khona phakathi kwakho kanye naye uSifiso Gwabeni Zungu?
Yebo ngwakithi.
Yes, he's my relative.
Okay. Now let's move on to the events where you say you testified yesterday that on the way to Overland, you met Gwabeni who was on a bicycle, and Mr. Sibia then looked out through the window and screamed or whatever to Gwabeni saying, "I've got visitors for you." And his response was, "Where are they coming from?" You remember that?
Izolo ke kubufakazi bakho bethule ushilo ukuthi ke la enaniya khona ke Overland nahlangana naye ke uGwabeni bicycle wabe esiyalunguza ke ngefastela uSibiya ethi ke na ke uneyivakashi lana wabuza ke yena uGwabeni ukuthi qhamuka kuphi.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, this Overland, what is it? Is it a business name? Is it a name of a place? What is Overland?
I-Overland le iyini kahle kahle?
I-liquor store.
It's a liquor store.
Where is it located?
Ikuphi nendawo?
Iseduze hostel eBasuthwini.
Next to Basuthwini Hostel.
Okay, and that's where you purchased the Jameson and the malt beers that you testified about yesterday, correct?
Ila inathenga khona ke iJameson kanye ke namabhiya la okhulume ngawo izolo.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
Now, that purchase was done by you personally, correct?
Yes.
Wena owathenga ngithi?
Yes.
Yes.
And how did you pay for that purchase?
Wakhokhela kanjani lo?
Mangiswipe.
I was swiping.
So you were using a particular bank card, right?
Kunekhadi thizeni lebhange owalisebenzisa.
Yes.
That's correct.
And ordinarily, we would expect that if a transaction was swiped, it would appear in your bank statements for that month, correct?
Kulindelekile ke ukuthi uma ngabe usebenzise ikhadi lebhange ke uthenga ngalo ukuthi kuleyo nyanga leyo ukuthi lokho kuzovela ke mangama kuloko kubizwa ngokuthi phecelezi ke kwistatement sebhange saleyo nyanga leyo.
Yebo kuzovela.
That's correct, it will
Thank
appear.
you. I'll leave it at that. We'll come to that later. Now, let's go back to you knowing Mr. Mafika Ntanzi now. You told this honorable court that you started knowing Mr. Mafika Ntanzi in 2016, is that correct?
Asibuyele ke manje ekwazaneni kwakho noMafika Ntanzi. Uyitshelile enkantolo ukuthi ukwazana kwakho noMafika Ntanzi kwenzeka lokho ngo-2016.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
And just to be absolutely crystal clear, it was not in 2014, it was not in 2015, but it was in 2016 when you met Mafika Ntanzi.
Nje ukuthi ke kucace bha lokho kwakungasiyena u2014 kungasiyena u2015 kwakungo2016 uqala wakho uhlangana nomakwazana kwakho noMafika Ntanzi.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
Only 2016.
Sorry.
It was only 2016 that Kalumas cannot close.
The way I started to know him closely, it was in 2016.
Now you have testified that how you came to know Mr. Mafika Ntanzi was that he came to the place where you work, and by the place I'm not saying the actual place, but the area where you work, and he came with a person named Mandenkosi Shoes Zondo, and both of them came looking for work. Is that correct?
Ushilo ke ukuthi ke uqala kwakho ke umazi nokuthi umazi ke weza ke kunawe la ewasebenzela kuyona ke ehamba naye ke uMandlenkosi Shoes Zondo bezofuna umsebenzi.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
And the area, because yesterday I heard you interchangeably saying during your interaction with my learned colleague Advocate Munisi, that it was in Bretz, it was in Rustenburg. Where exactly did they come to look for work? Was it in Bretz or was it in Rustenburg?
Ngikuzwile ke ushintsha amagama lana ke izoloko kuyena ke Advocate Munisi ukhuluma ngeBrett ukhuluma ngeRustenburg. Manje ke kwakukuphi kahle kahle kwakuseBrett noma kwakuseRustenburg?
Specifically ngizibe kwi location ngikhuluma ise Wonderkop eMarikana.
Specifically, let me put it by location. It's in Wonderkop, Marikana.
And where were you employed at the time
Ngaleso sikhathi leso wena ke wasebenza kuphi?
when the two gentlemen came looking for work?
Nkathi beza ke bona bezofuna umsebenzi.
Bengisebenza eBob P2 Mining icontract with P2 Mining ngaphansi kweLoanmin.
At Bob P2 mining under Loanmin.
And how long had you been working at that place by 2016?
Ngo2016 wawuse unesikhathi esingakanani usebenza lapho?
Ngaqala ukusebenza khona ngoSeptember 2014.
I started working there in September of 2014.
Now, when the two gentlemen came looking for work, did they come directly, specifically to you, or they came to somebody else?
Ingabe ke labalisa ababili uma beza bezofuna ke umsebenzi beza ngokuwena noma kunomuntu nje abaya kuyena?
Cha bese umuntu wafikela kimi kwakushoes. Ushoes umefika suthi wagcina ese ngokuthi mina behlala ebeqashile mina. So kunendawo hostel. So kwathi uJacob Thelezi wabathatha abahlala naye.
When the person that came to me was Shoes, because I was renting a place there. So then it was Jack who took them and stayed with Jack
Thelezi.
Jack Buthelezi took them in and they stayed with him.
And a certain gentleman by the name of Jack Buthelezi came and testified in this trial a few years ago. Is that the same Jack Buthelezi that you are referring to now?
Kunomlisa thizeni ke ozileke kuminyaka nje edluleke la ezokuthula ubufakazi ke kuyona lenkantolo lena uyena lo Jack Buthelezi okhuluma ngayo.
Yebo.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Makosonke Zungu. Now let's move to the events of 2019 at Beggarsford, where for the first time when I say the first time, I mean contact made by Constable Zungu. Remember that aspect of your testimony?
Asiye ke manje ku2019 eBeggarsford la ushilo ke ukuthi ke la aqala khona ke ukuxhumana nawe uConstable Zungu uyakhumbula lokho?
Yebo.
Yes.
I'm not going to belabor and cloud the record. Mr. Advocate Munisi has already laid the background for that he called you, where are you? Sometimes I come to Leidenburg, I'll come and see you, all of that story, wara wara. So I'm not going to belabor that. But the essence is the following. He then tells you about this particular case, the killing of Mr. Robert Senzo Meyiwa. And he says, through investigations, that he's now part of the investigation because his colonel said he must be part of the investigative team.
Angeke ke ngikusho konke ke bese kushiwo ke izolo uyena Advocate Munisi. Kodwa ke okusemqoka ke nakusho kwena ukuthi ke ngalo uphenyo nokuthi manje seyingxenye ke yalo uphenyo ngoba ke uKenneth wakhe uye wathi akabe ingxenye yophenyo.
That through investigations certain names have come up.
Kunamagama athize noma kunamagama athizeni aqhamukile.
Now yesterday when you were mentioning those names and when I was requesting Advocate Munisi to tell you to slow down, you were too fast for me. Can you repeat the names that he told you that these names are coming up in relation to the investigation of the killing of Senzo Meyiwa.
Izolo-ke lapho-ke bengicela khona-ke u-advocate Mnisi ukuthi-ke akuceleke ukuthi ungasheshi ngoba kushesha kakhulu-ke bengingakhoneka ukuthi ngikusho noma ngikubhale konke-ke ukuthi-ke kulona-ke uphenyo lokubulawa kwakhe uRobert Senzo Meyiwa yilana amagama aqhamukile bengicela-ke ukuthi uwaphinde-ke lawo magama singawajahile.
Okay. Kwavela igama wathi kuvela igama likaGwabini.
He said Gwabini's name is appearing.
Kuvela igama likaMoses Biya.
The name of Moses Biya.
Kuvela igama likaMafika Ntanzi.
The name of Mafika Ntanzi.
Kuvela igama likaNkani Sifiso Kuhlentuli.
The name of Nkani Sifiso Kuhlentuli.
Kuvela igama likaSimphiwe Buthelezi.
As well as the name of Simphiwe Buthelezi.
Thank you so much. And the names of, let me rephrase it in my mind. Of the names that you've mentioned, you've already described and said to the court that whoever here that you know, whoever you do not know, you do not know. This Simphiwe Buthelezi, do you know him?
Ubusuyitsheleke inkantolo izolo ukuthi-ke kulamagama-ke obaziyo uyabazi ongabazi awubazi. uSimphiwe Buthelezi lona-ke uyamazi?
Angimazi.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, when Constable Zungu tells you that these names are coming up, what did you understand by that? And I'll expand further.
Uma-ke ethi kuwena-ke nanga amagama aqhamukayo-ke uConstable Zungu, wena-ke yini owayizwa-ke noma kwakuthini lokho kuwena?
Did he specifically tell you that these persons were wanted suspects? Were they persons of interest or were they witnesses? In which context did he tell you?
Wathi kuwena-ke lamagama lana amagama abantu abasolwa, abantu ababhekiwe abababukayo, ofakazi yini ayisho kuwena?
Ngokwakhe ngicabanga ukuthi babebhekise investigation kubo akukho ayekuphethe akwaziyo nayo kuvalid ukuthi nakho abakwenza ubani wadla this role ubani wadla this role.
According to what he said, is that the investigation, or as they were investigating, these were the people that they were investigating, but there was nothing concrete that he had to say that so and so did this, so and so played this particular role.
Now, to be absolutely clear, I want us to concretize on this point. Here is Constable Zungu, who says to you, I am now part of the investigative team that is tasked with investigating the killing of Senzo Meyiwa.
Lana-ke manje uConstable Zungu uthi kuwena ngiyingxenye yethimba eliphenyayo eliphenya ukubulawa kwakhe uRobert Senzo Meyiwa.
And he tells you this in 2019, is that correct?
Lokho ukutshela kona ngo-2019.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, just by way of background, let me give you this. Brigadier Gininda also testified in this case.
Angisho lokho kulandelayo-ke uBrigadier Gininda naye-ke wethule ubufakazi kulona lecala. And
he's testified on a myriad of issues, but the one that I want to touch on now is this.
Kuningi-ke akhulume ngakho kodwa-ke engifuna ukuthi ngidlule kona-ke ilo.
He testified that until they got hold of Mafika Ntanzi, he did not have the names of the rest of the witnesses, I mean the gentlemen, the accused persons that are before court. So except for Mafika Ntanzi, he did not know about accused number 3, Mr. Mngube. He did not know about accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, and accused number 5, Mr. Sifiso Kuhlentuli.
uBrigadier Gininda ufakazi bakhe-ke yilo ukuthi-ke uze kube isikhathi-ke la khona-ke ahlangana khona noMafika Ntanzi noma-ke adibana noMafika Ntanzi. Abanye abasola laba-ke wayengazani nabo nje banhlobo. Umsola wesithathu uMncube, owesine uMapisa, owesihlanu umculi uthi wayengabazi kwaze kwa isikhathi la khona ahlangana khona noMafikantanzi.
But the point that I'm raising is this, and you
Sorry, but is that correct?
sorry.
Is that correct that Tininda's first knowledge about accused number 3, 4, and 5 was after he had met or had known about Mafikantanzi?
He says that those names were contained in the so-called confessions of Mr. Ntanzi.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yes, that was in 2020. The confessions were in 2020.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, and the point that I'm trying to lead this witness to is that here is Constable Zungu in 2020 already mentioning those names in the context.
No,
of
fine. You can
investigations.
put it clear. He got the names from the so-called confessions of the two gentlemen who made those confessions. That's when he knew about other persons, number 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
That's the evidence.
Okay. But Mr. Makosego Zungu, that's a point that I will develop in argument. And fortunately, the court has invoked the provisions of Section 186. Brigadier Geninda is yet to come back for the 3rd or 10th time, I don't care. He'll come and answer for himself. Let me not burden him with that.
Ubrigadier Geninda uzobuya ke azoyiphendulela yena ke angingakuhluphi ke ngalokho ngazuku ukuthi ubuye ihlanda lesingake lesithathu noma leshumi kodwa ke uzobuya azoyiphendulela.
Now let's come to this aspect of you knowing Constable Zungu. Yesterday, with your interaction between you and Advocate Munisi, you've testified that in 2014 you had not even met Constable Zungu yet. Is that your evidence?
Ushilo ke ukuthi ke ngaye u2014 wangekahlangana nokuhlangana naye Constable Zungu. Ufakazi bakho lo?
Yebo njalo.
Yes, that's correct.
And in fact, you did not even know who Constable Zungu was, whether he was a person existing, whether he was a police officer. You did not know that. correct?
Eqinisweni wawungazi nokuthi ke ukhona noma umuntu okhona noma uyiphoyisa wawungamazi nje lutho.
Bengamazi.
I didn't know him.
Now, did you in 2014, on the 26th of October 2014, meet up with Constable Zungu at Carlton Center?
Ingabe nge-26 ka-October 2014 wahlangana yini no-Constable Zungu e-Carlton Center?
2014 akaze ngidibana noConstable Zungu because bengingamazi nokumazi.
In 2014, I never met Constable Zungu because I did not even know him.
Did you, on the 26th of October 2014, travel with Constable Zungu from Carlton Center to Basotho Hostel?
Ingabe nge-26 ka-October 2014 wahamba yini no-Constable Zungu ukusuka e-Carlton Center ukuya eBasotho Hostel eFosleras?
26 October 2014 bengingamazi uConstable Zungu.
26 October 2014, I did not know Constable Zungu.
Now, let's leave that aspect. It's well traversed by my learned colleague, Mr. Advocate Munisi. Now, let's go to the events where you are now arrested by Mabena in Beggarsford. You are eventually, amongst others, by the way, when I say Mabena, he was not alone, amongst others. You are eventually transported to Kempton Park, SAPS. You call that evidence?
Asiyeke manje eBeggarsford la uboshwa khona ke uMabhena mangithi uMabhena ke ukuthi omunye naye ke wayengasiyedwa kodwa bakhona ke ayenabo ukusuka lapho ke wase uhanjiswa ke bekisa eKempton Park.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, you testify that on a Monday at the Kempton Park SAPS, you are then taken from the cells and to a boardroom. Were you told that a statement was going to be obtained from you relating in particular to the killing of Mr. Senzomeni?
Ushilo ukuthi kwakungomsombuluko mabeyokhipha ke emasebini uhanjiswa usiwa khona-ke ku-boardroom ingabe watshelwa yini ukuthi kwakuzobhalwa-ke noma kuzothathwa i-statement kuwena mayelana nokubulawa kwakhe uRobert Senzo Meyiwa?
Cha, angitshelwanga.
No, I wasn't told.
And in that boardroom, did anyone tell you that we are now in this boardroom and the subject matter here is the killing of Senzo Meyiwa?
Manje-ke senilapho kuleyo boardroom, ingabe ukhona yini umuntu lapho wakutshela-ke ukuthi udaba-ke manje nanjengoba sila udaba oluhlangane nokubulawa kwakhe uRobert Senzo Meyiwa?
No, abazi bangichazele bavele nje bangibuza bangifohloma ngemibuzo bengibuza ngalaba lonto abathathu.
No, they never told me. They just started to pose questions to me, asking me about these 3 people.
Now, when do you say they started asking me questions about these people, who was doing the talking during the interview? Was it primarily Brigadier Gininda or others also partook in the interview questioning you?
Uma uthi-ke baqala ukuhloma ngemibuzo bekubuza ngalabantu abathathu. Kwakuwubani owayebuza imibuzo, kwakuwu-Brigadier Gininda noma nabanye-ke nabo babekhuluma nabo?
Nabanye babekhuluma.
The others were also partaking or participating.
And you said Brigadier Gininda was writing down during that interview, correct?
Ushilo-ke ukuthi-ke kuyona-ke leyo interview uBrigadier Gininda wayebhala phansi.
Yep.
Yes.
What was he writing on? Was it on a notepad? Was it on his official diary? Was it on a newspaper? What was he writing on?
Yini le ayebhala kuyona, wayebhala nje kwiphepha nje elihambelayo, amaphepha ahlangene, i-diary yakhe yasemsebenzini, yini awayebhala kuyona?
Hey, angisakhumbuli kahle lapho.
I can't remember well.
And relative to where Brigadier Gininda was sitting and writing and where you were sitting during that interview, could you see what Brigadier Gininda was writing?
La ayehlezi khona uBrigadier Gininda, nala wena owahlezi khona-ke kuyona-ke leyo boardroom leyo, kuyona leyo interview. Wawukubona ayekubhala?
Cha, ngangakuboni.
No, I couldn't see.
And during that interview, and after the conclusion of the interview, did he show you the notes that he was taking or whatever he was writing during your interaction with them at that interview?
Isiqediwe-ke leyo interview leyo, ingabe wakhombisa yini-ke lawo ma-notes noma loko ayekubhala phansi athi buka naku ebengikubhala?
Cha.
No.
And did the other 5 officers who were there take notes as well?
Abanye abahlanu laba ababe ndawonye naye ingabe babebhala nabo?
Cha.
No.
And how long did this interview with the 6 officers take place?
Kwathatha isikhathi esingakanani lokhu le interview-ke nalabantu abawu-6?
I want to watch 2 to 3 hours or 2 hours and a half.
I think it took about 2 to 3 hours or 2 hours and a half.
And in that 3 hours, was the subject matter of discussion exclusively the Senzo Meyiwa murder, or were other issues discussed?
Kulawo mahora amathathu-ke ingaba udaba olwaludingidwa lapho kwakushona noma ukubulawa kwakhe uSenzo Robert Meyiwa noma kukhona nokunye ekwakhulunywa ngakho?
Yeah, ikhona izinto izinto abekhuluma ngazo like nje babekhuluma kungathi kwakunempi angaze between umuntu okuthiwa involve laba abuse abathathu uMtuba noNgoma.
Okay. Yes, there were other matters that were also mentioned or that were being spoken about. That there was this war that involved Mtuba as well as Nongoma that involved these 3.
Okay. Now, during the interview, and specifically regarding what you were telling them about your knowledge or non-knowledge about the Senzo Meyiwa murder, were you asked to clarify or rectify certain aspects?
Kulona-ke udaba lolo noma wawazi noma ungazi-ke ngokushona noma ngokubulawa kwakhe uRobert Senzo Meyiwa, ingaba khona la owacelwa khona yini ukuthi ulungise kube nokuthize okulungisayo?
akukho ngaphandle kwa Tuesday lapha athi khona lokhu uma kukhona ngifuna uku-add unga-add.
Nothing except for the Tuesday where he said to me, if there's anything that I needed to add, I can then add.
We will come to Tuesday, Mr. Makosonke Zulu.
Oh.
Now, at the end of the day, on Monday, was there a statement that was prepared and that was presented to you for signature?
Manje ke siseza ke kuyena lwesibili. Ekupheleni kwelanga ke ngawo umsombuluko lo. Kune statement yini esasisenziwe ke sesiqediwe esanikezwa wena ke ukuthi usayinde.
Cha, asikho.
No, none.
Now let us come to the Tuesday, that is the following day after the interaction with the 6 officers. You are then again taken away from the cells to the boardroom again, and you meet the same 6 officers, correct?
Asize ke manje kubesibili ke phindiwe futhi ke bakhishwa emaselini nalabo abayisithupha okuhlangane nabo ngelanga elidlulile.
Yebo ngathathwa ngisokho boardroom.
Yes, I was taken back to the boardroom.
And your testimony in this regard, and correct me if I'm wrong because I'm paraphrasing you, I'm not quoting you verbatim, right? Your testimony is that Brigadier Gininda then came to you and said that he has prepared a document that encapsulated what you had interacted with them on Monday, correct?
Yes.
Did he tell you who prepared that document?
Ingabe watsho yini kuwena ukuthi ubani owabhala leyo document leyo?
No, azange achaze ukuthi ngibani.
No, he didn't.
Did he show you that document?
Wakhombisa lona?
Cha.
No.
You testified that he asked you whether there is anything that you'd like to add regarding the interaction of Monday, correct?
Uthi ke wakubuza ngabe khona yini ofisa ukuthi kwengezeke kuloko ebenikhulume ngako ngomsombuluko?
Yebo.
Yes.
And when you reply in the negative, he then hands you a document and requests you to sign it, correct?
Uma uphendula ke wasekunikeza ke ukuthi ke usayine.
Yebo.
Yes.
And you testified that you signed the said document by affixing initials on the opening pages, the middle pages, and then you appended your full signature on the last page, correct?
Ushilo ke ukuthi ke kwamanye ke ama page lana ke ila owabeka khona kama initials base kuthi ke page yokugcina ila wasayina khona.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, you testified as well that this was your first interaction or encounter with the police in your life. Is that an accurate statement?
Ngisho kahle ke ukuthi ushilo ke ukuthi ke kwakuwo kokuqala ukuthi ke kukhona ke ukuhlanganisa namaphoyisa.
Yebo.
Yes.
In your entire life, have you ever given a statement to the police before on any matter, whether as a complainant, as a witness, on any matter?
Empilweni yakho nje yonke iphela usuke wasenza istatement noma ke wanikeza ngestatement noma ke uwena ke obophisayo umangali ufakazi noma nje kuphansi kwasiphi isimo usuke wanikeza ngestatement ngaphambili emaphoyiseni?
Cha.
No.
Now, this interaction with the police, if I am now using the same logic, is that this interaction with the 6 officers was a completely new terrain for you. You were experiencing this for the first time.
Kwakuyinto nje lena eyenzeka kokuqala nje nga empilweni yakho.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now, you testified yesterday during your interaction with my learned colleague advocate Ms. that when you signed that statement, you personally did not go through the statement to confirm the correctness of the contents of that statement, correct?
Ushilo ke izolo uma uxoxisana naye ke advocate umnisi ukuthi ngathi ke usayinda istatement leso awuzange usithathe ke usibheke ukuthi yini elapho noma ke ebhaliwe kusona istatement leso.
Angaze ngisefunde because okwami kwasesemqondweni njengamanje kwase kubuyela emsebenzini yonke into engase ngicabanga nje kwase ngibheka ngifanele ngibuyele emsebenzini.
I did not read the statement or take and read the statement. The only thing that my mind was on at that particular time was to go back to work.
Yes, but my question is on this nuanced point, where you offered, presented with a statement to say, here's that statement that I'm talking about that I said, are there any additions there too? Then
Kodwa
here's
ke
that
umbuzo wami kuwena uthi sathathwa yini statement wasinikwa kwathiwa inasike lesi statement lesi engibuzayo ukuthi kukhona yini office uku-add kusona wasinikezwa yini?
No, ngakho masengisayina nje mina.
No, I just assigned.
Okay. And that statement, when you signed it, it was not read to you before you signed it, correct?
Awuzange usifundelwe ngaphambilini kokuthi usayine.
Cha.
No.
Now, this being your first interaction with the police, did you think that you had a right to have that statement read back to you before you signed it?
Manje ke nanjengoba kwakuyihlandla lokuqala ke ukuthi ke khona into yokuhlanganisa namaphoyisa ke ingabe wacabanga yini noma wacabanga yini ukuthi unelungelo lokuthi ke ungasifunda istatement lesi ngaphambi kokuthi usayinde?
Ngangenalwazi.
I had no knowledge.
Did you think that you had a right to ask to be given the statement so that you can familiarize yourself with the contents, and then if you are happy you sign that statement?
Ingabe wacabanga yini ke ukuthi unalo ilungelo lokuthi ke ungasicela ukuthi ke ngiyacela ukuthi ke ngisibuke ngijwayezeke nalokho okubhaliwe ke lana emuva kwalokho ke uma ngigculisekile ke sengingasayini?
Ngangenalwazi lolo.
I had no knowledge of that.
Now, in your interaction as well on this aspect with my learned colleague, you testified that you trusted the police officers when you signed the statement without reading it. Was that
Ushilo ke ukuthi ke kwakuwukuthi ke uyawathemba amaphoyisa ngathi ke wawusayina istatement ungasifundile.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
And here I'm paraphrasing you as well. You clarified that further by saying you believed that the police officers would tell the truth and capture accurately what transpired in the boardroom on Monday.
Ushilo ke wathi ke wacabanga ke ukuthi amaphoyisa azokhuluma ke iqiniso abe esebhala kona ke lokho okwenzeka ke ngomsombuluko khona eboardroom.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
I don't understand that question. Just repeat what you said. You'll see that it doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, madam. I'll try to paraphrase it again because now my train of thought was at a different station. You testified, and I'm paraphrasing you, that
Okay.
you believed that the police officers would tell the truth and would accurately capture in a document your interaction with them on Monday.
Ushilo ke ukuthi wena ke okwakho wawathemba amaphoyisa futhi ke ucabanga ukuthi ke bazobhala babhale kahle ke futhi babhale ke lokho okwenzeka noma lokho owakusho kubona wena ngomsombuluko.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Is it clarified, madam?
No, but I think I know what you want to say.
Yes.
Because the person who's making the statement, if there's any statement being made, or the person who is listening to the relay which is being presented to Gininda and the police, can only be him. Is that not so? That's why he says he thought that the police would tell the way I told it, but you say you thought the police would tell the truth. Is that what you're not saying?
Uthi ke ucabanga ukuthi amaphoyisa azosho iqiniso noma azokhuluma iqiniso?
Perhaps, my lord.
No, wait, let him explain.
Ngaphendula.
Yebo kunjalo ngacabanga ukuthi amaphoyisa azobhala lokho engikushilo mina
Yeah,
manje.
that's,
Yes, that's correct. I thought the police would write that which I had said on Monday.
Hence, my lord, I said I'm paraphrasing him. I may be wrong.
Yeah, you're fine. We've solved
That's me
it.
using telling the truth
We've solved
thing.
it.
And further on this aspect, you, and correct me when I'm wrong, why you sign a document that has never read back to you, that you personally did not read. You said something to the effect that you were ignorant. Am I quoting you correctly?
Izolo ke uma ukhuluma ngalokhu ke lokuthi ke sorry usayinde into ke ongayifundanga noma ongayifundelwanga ukuthi ke uma ngikuzwe kahle ke uthe kwakuungazi.
Ye kwakuyikho ungazulu ungabunalo ulwazi.
Yes, it was because of lack of knowledge.
Now, after you signed that document, I'm not going to call it a statement. I've heard here it being referred to a statement. I'm calling it a document, and I'm purposeful about that. After signing that document, when did you next see it?
I-document noma iphepha lelo ke usukusayindile ke ngalelo langa lelo. Uma uphinde uhlangana nalo uphinde ubona futhi kwakunini.
Noma ngasakhumbula date ngaze but ngaze ngalibona NPA kuba Baloyi.
Although I'm not, I can't remember the date, but the next time I saw it was at the NPA at Mr. Baloyi's.
And now we are talking about the first consultation with the state prosecutor when you first see this document, correct?
Sikhuluma ke manje ngehlandla lokuqala ke manje usuyokhulumisana ke nomshushisi ke mawubona le document leni.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now, take us into confidence, the context within which you now see this statement, it's read to you, and you testify that you are uncomfortable with the statement for whatever reasons that you are uncomfortable with.
Usitshele ke manje kwenzeka kanjani noma izimo ekwenzeka ngazo ukuthi ke manje uhlangane nale document lena kwenzeka ke lokho bakusho ukuthi cha usithi cha ke awuhambisani ke naloku ofundelwa kona.
Perhaps let me lead you on that aspect. Who read that statement to you?
Ubani wayekufundela lesa statement?
Baloyi.
Mr. Baloyi.
And the statement.
Sorry, I don't know why calling it a document.
Sorry. My Lord, it will slip my mind. Who read to you that document?
Ubani wakufundela le phepha?
Baloyi.
Mr. Baloyi.
And was that document read from you from the first page to the last page where your signature appears?
Wafundelwa ke usuke eqaleni kuyoshoko egcineni la isignature yakho ikhona.
Yebo.
Yes.
And then you said that you had an argument with the state prosecutor.
Ushilo ukuthi so ngizwe kahle ukuthi ushilo ukuthi kwaba nokuphikisana ke nomshushisi ke ngalokho.
Yebo kwaba khona ukuphikisana because each and every paragraph masifunda ukuthola kunezinto ediwe engazange zisho mina.
Yes, there was an argument because you would find that in each and every paragraph that would be read, there would be things that had been added which I never said.
And similarly, did it omit some of the things that you said?
Ingaba ke kwakhishwa ngaba ke nakanjalo futhi sikhona izinto owazisho ezakhishwa.
No, wakhishwa.
No, there was nothing that was omitted.
And then you stated that during that argument, you then, the state prosecutor then says to Sergeant Mabena that you should be taken off the witness list. Remember that evidence?
Uyakhumbula ke ufakazi obushilo ukuthi ke wasethi umshushisi uSergeant uMabena ukuthi ke awukhishwe ke uhla lofakazi.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Just for expansion purposes, exactly what was said regarding your removal from the witness list?
Kahle kahle yini eyashiwo mayelana nokukhishwa kwakho kwilist noma kuhla lofakazi?
Ngokusho kaBaloyi wathi ayikho into ayibonayo lapha emfaka kuleli kuzana.
According to Mr. Baloyi, he said that there was nothing that he could pick up or that he could see that involved me there.
You will pardon me because I'm going according to how the evidence was led. And I'm not faulting how it was led, but I'm following the same footsteps. You testified, and I'm going back to your arrest by Sergeant Mabena and other officers with the 2 H1 motor vehicles. You remember that?
Ngibuyela manje ke emuva ke la okusho khona ke uSergeant Mabena kanye nabanye kuleza moto ezimbili ke lama H1.
Okay, let me just ask this one question. My Lord, I see it's nearly the short adjournment time. Can we develop that point after the tip?
Yeah, fine. Okay.